Welcome, friends, to the Someone Gets Me podcast. I am your host, Dianne A, and I am so delighted that you're here. This podcast was created because I believe there is a visionary leader inside each one of us who is waiting to be seen. In each episode of Someone Gets Me, you will hear useful tips from successful visionaries who will share their stories about how being seen has allowed them to take their vision out into the world with action.
A lot of people think that being gifted is a curse. I hear it from people who hire me all the time, and I have felt it myself, that being gifted feels like a curse mostly, and sometimes a blessing. And I'm here to talk to you a little bit about what that means and maybe give you some hope that if you're feeling that it's a curse, that there's something more going on. Because those of you who know me know that I always am looking for that something more. What's the nugget within it? Where's the joy? Where is that little avenue to get in to see something different? So for me, the curse of being gifted is when I'm misunderstood. I have a different sense of humor. I use words differently. You do too. And sometimes it gets really crazy, right? Another curse of being gifted is when I get blamed for being angry when really I'm focused, or people misread my emotions. Now, sometimes it's my executive functioning because I process differently than others. Sometimes I am serious. But when people make judgments about us from their own worldview and it's incorrect, it's very painful and it feels like a curse. I had a child I work with who's now a little older, and he's like, I don't know if I want to be gifted anymore. He goes, because nobody really understands me. And because he thinks differently than all of his other ninth grade friends. And that's true. He does think differently than them. So how do we fulfill ourselves? How do we not walk around dejected, demoralized, upset, and depressed for being gifted? When really we're told it's a wonderful thing and it's a great thing. And it is. But what do we do with that when our feelings are just heavy and deep and misunderstood or misguided? It doesn't feel good. I know I spent most of my younger life depressed, feeling alone, not really with it. In fact, at one point, they wanted to do stomach surgery because I had all these bleeding ulcers and stuff. And of course, we weren't going to be doing that cutting on me thing. So I changed, but I still didn't know it was my giftedness. I didn't realize it was that I'm emotionally sensitive and I'm intuitive and I'm an empath and there's all these other things that go with it. So it felt like a curse. So when people come to me and they say it feels like a curse to them, I know what it feels like and I believe them. So here's how I define the curse to help people start seeing that it's really a blessing to be a gifted, quirky, geeky person in the 2% of the world population where not too many people understand us. I think that the word curse means that our gift is turned up so loud that the average out there doesn't know what to do with us. It's not a curse at all, really. It just means our volume is louder because of our over-excitabilities, because of our eccentricities. And therefore, other people call it a curse and we adopt it. But I don't think it is. I think we should challenge that lie. I think being gifted means that we have more control of our volume. Kind of the difference between neurotypical people watching like a 3-inch black and white TV and we're in a 3D surround sound, fully immersive experience. The volume is different. The colors are different. The experience is different. And it's beautiful. And if somebody has taught you that it's a curse, or you feel misunderstood, so you're calling it a curse, I would like to invite you to begin to look at the blessing that you have control over the volume. You do. You have control over the volume. When I'm with people who do not understand my eccentricity and my giftedness, I turn the volume down, just like a dimmer switch. Sometimes I'll even go, back it up, Dianne, just back it up, because I'm like full all out and they can't get there from here. But it's not their fault and it's not my fault. It's not about fault at all. It's about appreciating our differences. It's about appreciating our diversity. And it's about understanding that what you're here with is unique and perfect and amazing, just like what everyone else is here on earth with. And if we would all come together with our beautiful pieces and appreciate it rather than call it names, what we'll find out is there is a perfect, unique gift within it. There is something there that only you bring to the table. And for me, that's not a curse. That's a blessing. So I invite you to change your thinking when you're thinking that being gifted is a curse. When you're feeling depressed, full of angst, alone maybe, misunderstood, that's a big one, right? I invite you to seek other gifted people. Multiple peer groups work, finding other ways to connect with people, and then you'll see very quickly that what you have, you possess, and only you possess, is truly a gift, and it's truly a blessing. And maybe that translation of that feeling as being a curse, or somebody else calling it that, maybe that's a lie that needs to be challenged. I think it is. So when you're thinking that being gifted is a curse, hear me when I say what you're calling a curse is a gift turned up loud. So you get to pick the volume. You're in charge. Allow your gift and your blessing of your giftedness to take a stand in your authority of who you are on this earth. Be all you're meant to be, and adjust your volume to the people around you so that they have an easier time and you have an easier time. But the word curse, I say throw that away. See yourself as this beautiful, dynamic, ever fluid gift and blessing to yourself and everyone else in the world. Until next time, be well.
Thank you for listening. I trust you gained some valuable inspiration and information. Please join me and other visionaries in the Someone Gets Me Facebook group. Or for more information on my services and additional episodes, visit someonegetsme.com. Again, thanks for listening.